The purpose of this video is to show you how to share files in Google Drive. We used to email files back and forth to each other. So I might email you a file, you would download that file, you might save it to the hard drive of your computer, but then I need to make an update to that file. I make the update, and guess what? You don't have the most updated version of that file anymore because you have the old version saved to the hard drive of your computer. I have the new version saved to the hard drive of my computer. Google Drive makes this process much more efficient by allowing you to share files with other people. To share a file with another person, you have a couple options. You click on the file, you go in your Drive and click on the file that you want to share, and note that you can share any file type in Google Drive. I'm going to share this PDF file right here, but you could also share a Microsoft Word file, a Microsoft Excel file, an image file, video file. You can share Google Docs suite files, such as Docs and Sheets and Slides, which we'll learn how to do later. But for now, I'm just going to share this PDF document with you. The same process goes for any type of document that you're sharing in Google Drive. I have two options. I can either right-click on the file and choose Share, or I can click on the file and go up here to the top menu and choose Share from there. Either option gets you to the exact same place. Now I've got a pop-up screen that tells me to share with others. First, I'm going to show you how to share with specific people. So if I know the person or people, multiple people that I want to share this document with, what I do is I click in this little box where it says enter names or email, and I type in the name or email of the person that I want to share it with. I am going to share this with my work email. Now, if I have shared anything with my work email before, it would automatically pop that up and I wouldn't have to type the entire thing in, but I haven't done that before, so I have to type in the whole email. And then it asks me over here, what privileges do you want to give the person you're sharing with to this file? I can give the person editing privileges, meaning that they can do whatever they want to that file. They can make edits, they can delete it, they can do anything. I can give them only commenting privileges, which I'll talk about in a later video. Or I can give them viewing privileges, meaning they can only look at that file, they can't make changes, they can't delete it, only view. For this purpose, I am going to give editing privileges. I can also type a note to that person. So say, for example, you wanted to add an explanation, such as, I'm sharing this file with you so we all have the most updated version of the student list for the school. You would type that note here and then click on Send. And actually, I'll just say, I am sharing this file with you because da-da-da. You would type the rest of your note and then click on Send. Now, what happens is the person I shared it with will get an email notifying them that you've shared something with them. So right here, I have an email in my inbox. If I click on that, it tells me that Lindy Hockenberry has shared this PDF file with me. There's the note that I typed right there in the email. I can click on Open, and it will open that file for me to view. So now I can see the file that was shared with me, and I can work from it here. Or the other option is if I go into my Drive, I'm not going to see that file in my Drive. Okay, so it's not going to be in here. Where it's going to be is in Shared with Me. So if I click right here into Shared with Me, there's that file that was just shared with me. Now, I have two options. This file was just shared with me by another person. I can choose to either leave it here, and it will be here unless the other person revokes my sharing privileges. It will always be in Shared with Me. Or what I can do is I can click and I can drag that file into my Drive. So it will still be in Shared with Me, but it will also be in my Drive. Now the great part about this is now when I click on my Drive, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find that file. Maybe, where did it go? Maybe I'll find the file. What do I do with it? Maybe I put it in a subfolder. Let's try again. How to get started with Google Drive. There it is. Okay, so now I see that file in my Google Drive. The cool part about this is I can save that file in any part of my Google Drive. So I could save it in a folder, I could save it in a subfolder, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect where the other people that are shared with that file see that file in their drives. Now, I can see a little head right here, such as here and here and here. That tells me that that's a shared file. So anytime I see that, I know that that file is shared. Now, if I go back over to the person that shared that file with me, they will also see a little head that shows that that file is shared. So that's how you can have a quick view to see which files are shared, such as this one, and which files aren't, such as this one and this one. Another way to check the sharing privileges is to click on the file. So say you see that a file is shared, but you're wondering who is that file shared with. I can click on the file, go back up to share, or right-click and choose share, either option. And it will tell me right here, it's shared with Lindy Hockenberry. I can also click over onto the Advanced tab, and I can see even more specifically which email it's shared with, what editing privileges I've given that person. I can invite more people to share, and I can revoke people. So say I don't want Lindy to have access to this document anymore. All I do is click on that X button, and it removes her from being shared to that document. So if I save those changes, now, if it decides to save, it's having a moment, there we go. So now you can see this isn't a shared document anymore. So it took off that little icon, and now if I go back into Lindy's drive and refresh the page, I'm not going to see that shared document with me anymore because my sharing privileges were revoked. So that's how you share with specific people. Now, one other thing I want to show you with sharing is how to share with anyone. So say, for example, you want to post a file on your school webpage that anyone that opens that file can view. So you don't know, it could be some random person. You don't know who specifically you want to share that file with. To do that, you follow the same process. Click on the file you want to share, click on to share, and instead of entering people in here, instead you go up here where it says Get Shareable Link, and you click right there. And it'll open up a menu. Oop, maybe I have to click on Advanced. Should open up. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry. Let's click on Share. There we go. Okay, so click Get Shareable Link, and it should pop up a thing that looks like this. It was being a little slow before. And then what you can do is if I click right here, it gives me lots of options. I can even click right here on More. That's what I like to do. And it gives me tons more options. So now I have the option that I can share with anyone who has the link. No sign-in required, meaning if I were to post the link to this file on my website or my blog or email it to someone, whatever may be, or I can print it on a piece of paper and people can go to that web address. Anyone that has that link will be able to view that document. Okay? I can also go down here and I can change it to be able that they can actually edit if they have the link to it. So you can choose those privileges. I can also make it completely public on the web, meaning that anyone can find and access it. They don't have to sign in, but they don't necessarily have to have the link like they do here. I tend to use this option the most frequently, but sometimes I use public on the web as well. So I would choose anyone with the link can view, and then click on Save. And then right here, it says Copy Link. If I click that, it tells me the link is copied to the clipboard. Now I can take and I can paste that link wherever I want, on a website, on a blog, on a Word document. I can print it out, and anyone that follows that link will be opened. So here I'll just show you an example. I'll open up an incognito window, and that link is pasted to my clipboard. So all I have to do is right click and click on Paste, click on Enter, and ta-da, there's that file right there where anyone can view it. They can't edit it, they can only view it. So those are a couple different file sharing options for you. Just remember that you can share with specific people, or you can share with anyone that has the link, can view or edit that document.